Hi, this is Dr. Grace. I'm continuing with different types of learning skills that also characterizes our communication skills. Last time I talked about visual and auditory learners. Today, I want to just focus on people who are visual learners. That's their strength. They communicate best by visual style. And I want to describe briefly their strengths. It's not exhaustive, but people who are generally visual, they are usually good with emails. They love texting. They love doing email. They're not really fond of picking up the phone and talking on the phone. So you can rely on them for email communication. And they are good with maps. They usually don't get lost that easily. So they could find their way around. Give them a map and they'll find their way around. They usually like to read. And if they are also watching TV, movie, whatever it is, and entertainment, they love to have subtitles. It really helps them to understand what's going on. And they are the people who will notice details. You will hear them making comments about things they see. Oh, they gained some weight. Oh, looks like they lost weight. Look at their face. Oh, they'll make comments about details. And they, at the same time, they are pretty neat in their appearance. They are meticulous. They make good secretaries. So because they are good with visual details, you can rely on them for a good organized desk. Their houses are usually neatly organized and they'll help you get organized. So these are the strengths of people who are generally what we call visual learners. Now that's the strength. Now the weaknesses are the other thing, which is auditory. They are weaker with the auditory. Therefore, they are usually, we're talking about visual people, they're usually quiet by nature. Talking is not necessarily their strength. So because it's a little slower, they don't like to go to parties where you crack jokes, you hear somebody say something, pick it up and talk right back, and meeting new people and being funny and having just a good time, being witty. It's a challenge for them. So they usually don't like to go to parties. And when you talk to them, there's a little bit of a listening comprehension delay. It doesn't mean they don't understand. It takes a little more time to understand what was being said. So it's really helpful to repeat what you have just told them and also to paraphrase. And one of the things about visual learners is to be able to speak up and say, can you repeat that? Especially in the classroom when they're students, just to be able to raise their hands and say, can you repeat what you said? That is a courage, and it's something you should really encourage your child, your student to do. And because auditory memory is rather weak, if you are going on and on and on, telling them instructions or describing things, it's hard for them to catch up. So it's really good to simplify, especially if there's a long instruction, and also encourage them to write notes. And taking notes or helping them with visual aids like a flyer or something that is written, it really helps them to catch and understand the gist of things. So these are the weaknesses of people who are visual learners who are actually weak in auditory. So hopefully this will help you to understand people who are visual. And if that's you, hopefully it will help you to understand your own strengths and weaknesses. And if this is somebody in your family, either your spouse, your child, or people at your work, hopefully as you understand their strengths and weaknesses, then you could compensate for their weaknesses while utilizing their strengths. So this is it for today. And next time we'll talk about auditory.